students. How are you doing? I hope that you're doing good at your homes and you are enjoying life, enjoying your holidays, and you're keeping safe. And I hope that you are revising your lectures at home. So, if you are watching my lectures and if you're revising each lecture at your home, you must know that we had discussed about life cycle. We had discussed about the life cycle of human beings and frog. Okay, so we had discussed about the life cycle of human beings and frog in our previous lecture. Today we are again going to learn about the life cycle of uh, egg, chicken, and a butterfly. So, what do you call a female chicken? Yes, the female chicken is called a hen. Okay, so the female chicken is called a hen. I have already told you what a life cycle is. So, what does the word life cycle means? Life cycle means the stages a living thing goes through during its life. Okay, what is a living thing? Living things are those things which need food, water, and air. So all the living things, they have a process, they will go through a process in life. So they can be they can breathe, they can eat, they can move around on their own. These are called living things. And living things, they go through certain stages in their life. So these are called life cycle. Okay, so we had discussed about the life cycle of a human being, that when human being the life cycle of human being is when a baby is born, he becomes a child, then he becomes an adult, then he becomes an old man, and then he dies. So this is a life cycle. Similarly, we had discussed about the life cycle of frog. So in life cycle of frog, first of all, frog lays eggs. Those eggs, they are converted into embryos, and those embryos, they are converted into small tadpoles with legs, and then those tadpoles, they are converted into young frog, and then that young frog, it becomes a old adult young frog. Okay, this is the life cycle of a frog. And in this thing, in this the life cycle of a chicken is discussed. So what happens, how does a adult chicken is created? So first thing is first of all, a hen lays eggs. As you know that hens, they lay eggs. You eat eggs in the morning? Yes, those eggs, they lay eggs. Then eggs, inside the egg, a small embryo is formed, as you can see in the picture. Okay, so the first thing is egg, and inside that egg, embryo is formed. So, so when a chicken or a hen, how does she lay? How does the embryo is formed? Um, First of all, as soon as the mother chicken, she lays the eggs, she sits on it. So what does she do? She sits on it for a number of days. Okay, so for a number of days, the mother chicken, she sits on the eggs. Uh, some eggs are placed in beneath the chicken, and she sits on it for some days, for 20 days or 21 days. So as soon as the mother chicken, she lays the eggs, she sits on it and she keeps it warm. So the baby chick, it eats the yolk for food as it grows. So the yolk, the yellow part that is um, inside the egg, it is the baby chick. It slowly develops and it eats the yolk. Then after about 21 days, the chick has grown big enough to break the shell, and it hatches, as you can see in this picture. After 21 days, it grows bigger and it comes out of the shell. Then baby chicks, it becomes furry, it develops furs. They peck at the ground to find food that is good for them. Then that chick, it becomes into a adult. Adult chickens, they begin the life cycle again. Male chickens are called roosters and female chickens are called hens. Okay, so the male chicken is called hens, male chicken is called a rooster, and female chicken is called hen. So now you know the life cycle of a chicken. Yes. So first the hen, it lays eggs, it sits on it to keep it warm, and then an embryo is formed. Then embryo hatches, its embryo converts into a chick. Chick comes out. It is called hatching. Then that chick grows into a adult chicken. Okay. Okay. Now let's look at the life cycle of a butterfly. Do you like butterflies? So now let's look at the life cycle of a butterfly. So what happens is, first of all, just like frog or other animals, an adult butterfly, it lays eggs. So adult butterfly, they look for specific plants to lay their tiny eggs on, and they use a special glue to stick their eggs to the plant that their babies will be able to eat when they ready to hatch. Okay, so now after a butterfly lays eggs, then the soft and delicate larva that it hatches from butterfly eggs, which are known as caterpillars. You must have seen small caterpillars. They are usually multicolored, and they have hair. Some of them have hairs, and these hairs, they can protect them from insects and the birds which want to eat them. So caterpillars, they spend most of the time eating, and they cannot shed their skins. Okay, after the caterpillar, the pupa is formed. This is called the pupa. This is called the pupa. So when a caterpillar is ready, it finds a hidden place. Okay, usually under the under the underside of a leaf. Okay, and what does it do? It stick itself to that leaf, and it covers itself with a hard shell. As you can see, it covers itself with a hard shell. So inside it, it begins to grow and change. During this stage, okay, it is called a pupa. Okay, then that pupa, uh, um, okay, then that it starts to grow, all of the this pupa, it starts to grow all of the parts that we recognize on butterflies, like wings, legs, long mouth, and everything. So this is called emerging butterfly. Okay, emerging butterfly. And then that that finally that emerging butterfly, it converts into the uh, into the adult butterfly, so that it could fly. So in this stage, the adult has a long mouth called a proboscis. Okay, which is used to stuck food like nectar from the flower. Okay, so these are life stages of a butterfly. So an adult butterfly, it lays eggs. Then those eggs, a caterpillar hatches out of those eggs, and then that caterpillar, it hides itself under on the underside of a leaf, and then it grows its parts and becomes a butterfly. So this is life cycle. Okay, this is a cycle of a butterfly. So now we have studied about the life cycle of animals, um, like caterpillar, like butterfly, and frog, and chicken, and human beings. Okay, so this is the life cycle. So now you know that human beings and animals and every living thing, it goes through life cycle. It goes through changes in life. Okay, so this is called life cycle. Okay, now you must have understood. So I am going to give you worksheets. Please solve them at home and revise this lecture at home and learn the life cycles of frog, butterfly, and chicken and human being. Okay? And if you are interested, you can make your own life cycle of any other thing that you, any other animal or any other plant that you are interested in. Okay? So I'm going to see you in the next lecture. Till then, take care and Allah Hafiz.